Let's go set up our oil. Nope. Okay, bring me with you. Thank you. Oh, we didn't make a train stop, did we? And we put all our steel away. And I'm sad. Okay, we're gonna have to run back. Because we need to put the train stop down just so I make sure that when we line this up, it's lined up properly. Because if we don't do it and then we have to redo the whole thing, that'd be pretty bad. Alright, 2 train stops, that's good. We just need one for coming and going. So as evidenced by our iron line, we are only using 1 train. And that's mainly because we're not being able to rack up enough iron to warrant a 2nd train. We have a lot, but I think if we added another train, it just wouldn't work out. This buffer that we have here is pretty good. So by the time we add another one, all of this would just be gone. And then they'd be running doing nothing. Which is, again, not bad. We'd probably be better off using 2 trains. But it's not really... It wouldn't really help or hurt us. It'd just be putting all of the ore in a different place. And wouldn't be saving us at any time, really. So, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Alright, let's make our poles. Fortunately, we have cables with us for whatever reason. And we'll make more. Good enough. Cool. So we have some poles again. So first things first, let's get all of our oil into the storage tanks. So how do we want to orient this? I think we'd like to just bring it through the middle and then have it enter here. That seems like a fine idea, so that is what we're going to do. I could find the pump. And just for future purposes, I'm going to have a 2nd line here. Because there's a lot of oil coming in here, so there's no reason to have that we can't add the 2nd line. There's no reason to do it as well, because this is all based on how fast we're transferring the oil to our base. But, you know, why not? It's nice to come over here and see this full of oil. See, so a bit of that. There. Okay, actually, I want to. It's this way. That way I can do something like this. Nice and easy. Don't have to make it too complicated. That's not the right one. Okay, now we just have to put it in our train here and good to go. I don't actually know the best way to do this. So we're just going to haphazardly put down pipes and hope for the best. I completely forgot how to... Oh, you know what? God, we didn't align this. Again, that was the whole purpose of getting the other one. Train stop. Don't have any fuel with us, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to wait for the iron train to come back and just steal from that. Gonna be oil filled. And we'll just have this pump up in the meantime. Offset these firearms in here. I can get rid of them in my inventory. I have no use for these anymore. And we're making a ton of military, so I don't think we're gonna need more than that. And even if we do, we can always just come back and grab it. Pistol. Get out of here. Alright. There we go. Let's add some fuel. Change the color. Oh, is it facing the right way? Not. Change the color to black. Add the station for oil field. Bring it back and then make it automatic. All right. This doesn't seem right. Why is this like this? Hoping that will still load. Okay. Alright, so from there, data. There we go. Neat. Okay, is there a better way that we can do this? One to three? I think that's fine. This is not filling up as quickly as I thought it would. If that's the case, we're just gonna get rid of these guys. And then we can come back and add more later. But then again, we don't. We don't need to. Okay, much better. Here. Go. For our next. Alright, so now we need to finally finish this area. I want it to drop off right here. Space for the train. I'm thinking about this right now. I'm just trying to see how we're gonna get it back. If I make this a double header, we can bring it in and then it can go back. But that's not ideal, or that wasn't our intention. We wanted it to go on this track back. We just need to cross it over and put some rail signals, and we should be fine. Then again, the iron train never actually uses the other side anyways, so we can just simplify it and delete the loop. Just cut this off right here, and then that way this train will only go on the top one and this train will only on the bottom one. I think for ease of use, so that's what we're gonna probably do. But that will stop us from using another train. Not that we need it. So I've said that a couple times already, so I guess we better go along with it. So we're gonna stop here. Put down our train signal, our train stop. Name it oil, main oil. Have our pumps. And bring it back. Line this up properly. There we go. Then put our pumps down. It just doesn't seem right. Squares are not going where I expect them to go. I hope that'll work. Gonna do the same deal that we do have on the other side. And so the problem that we're gonna run into here is that if we have this, we're gonna need to bring this and pipe it all the way to our refineries that are over here. So our two choices would be, well, we have a couple choices. Either have one pipe from this entire setup head over to the left, or we can have two pipes, and then that will provide a little bit better oil, I think. I don't really know the rate that oil will come through here, but I'm assuming it's faster if you have two pipes going. And then that way we can add more refineries if need be. We'll just have another buffer right here. Put a couple another of these. So when this is full, it'll be easier to get to. I think that's going to be our intention for now. I'm going to do one set, and if we need more, we can add it. That we're going to add a pipe on the bottom. Bring it down. And start its journey. Okay, made it. It's actually kind of perfect. Neat. Everything needs purple now, so it's a little unfortunate. Put another pump here because it looks like we're getting some backfill, which is awful. Alright, so now all we have to do is unload. Put our power. And it is not going. Why is this the case? Aha. No? I'm not sure. I completely forgot how these work. How do we set up the pumps here? You can see the shadow of that working there, so I'm assuming that's or that would work, but pump, well, you know, work. We have power. You're connected to something that has liquid. Turning it the other way does not do anything. Is it just a bad orientation? No? Oh, okay. That's why. It was trying to move. And because it was trying to move, it couldn't load. There we go. Alright. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Look at that. Look how quickly that's loading up. So I guess I don't have to worry about having more than one pipe here. You can see that we're back to 10K pretty quickly. That means everything's working once again. So I am content with how this is going. I'm not going to do anything else to this. All we have to do is make the return journey here. So this guy. Change the color first, that's very important. And then fuel. And let's ponder out how we're doing this. I think we decided we're just gonna go the lazy way and have a one track. Let's make sure this is the case. And let's also make sure that we didn't kill our iron train by just disconnecting that. Yes, I probably should have just rode my train over here. I'm not sure why I got off. Okay, so iron train works fine. So we're just going to fix this by connecting the bottom. And there we go. That should be good to go now. It's a little ugly that we got rid of that stuff, but... Oh, let's not get killed by a train. Okay. Neat. And you're loading. Nice. Yeah, these load quick. Jeez. Pumps do some work. Okay, so we're gonna wait till this is full. So iron train seems to be still working. Glad to see it. Again, what we did here is that we have pretty much made it so we can't add another train to the line. But you can see, I don't think it's necessary. We have plenty of oil coming. Oh, that's fast. And iron train is doing just fine on its own, I think. We're good to go. So at this stage, what we should do is we should add another 5 refineries to this. If we want to get the ratio correct and everything. But do we need to? Take a look at what our products are looking at. So this is all the fuel that we have left. We are slowly making more. But that's very slow, and we could definitely increase it. We're still making lubricant. This. We can probably simplify this a little bit. That's okay. I'll leave the 4 there. All right. If we had more landfills, I'd do this. But right now we don't, and I'm too lazy to deal with that right now. So we'll leave it as is, and we'll come back to it later. And regret not doing it now. It's okay. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Still really surprised at how slow this is. This has been going for a very long time with okay. You know what? That's another one that's my bad. I had forgotten. This is how we set it up. So that is more understandable why there's not so many rocket fuels. Boy, we are running out faster than I thought. Then I have to reverse my thinking on everything now that I realized that this was actually empty. Alright, let's do the refineries. Let's go grab some landfills. Darn you, game. Darn you, past me. We'll be smart this time. Go. And we're going to actually continue that for now and then remake it. That goes so quickly. Wow. Yeah, it's all full now. That's okay, so we'll add a couple more. And then we can use these to distribute into these guys later. Alright, let's go make some refineries. We have 3 in our inventory, so we can add that now. Again, we want 10 total, so we have 8 now. We'll just add 2 more right here. Sounds like a good plan. Nice. Alright, sounds good. Start over here. How many do we have? We have 8. We're gonna need more pipes. I'll leave that square there, just in case, for whatever reason, we need more water. Okay, so let's go get some pipes. We have 200 over here just waiting for us, and then we can turn that into undergrounds. See, this is why we leave this up here. Every time I look at this, I'm glad that we just have it set up, ready to go whenever we want. Need to start using that trick more. I'm very glad you guys told me about it. Do this, just spam click. It's amazing. Should be good. Let's refill up all of our things here. So when we come back to it, we will be once again happy for our past deeds. We're actually backing up on a lot of things here. We need to use more stuff. Like we also need to make more blue science. All the yellow science that we've been making is outclassing our blue science by quite a bit, it looks like. Let's stop this for now. We'll come back to it later because we have way too much high science. Let's put all our military science away. So let's do this. Put this here. Let's do this temporarily. Oh. Cool. And then once we have purple, we can add it to the... Oh, those are proof of concept. We're definitely not using that many labs. We should probably have more labs than this, but I'm okay with this. Oh no. I should have stopped this earlier. We actually went through our low density structures. Guess we should be making more, huh? Alright, let's check on our oil products, see how we're doing. Okay, we have petroleum back up again. We have oil. Light oil, I mean. Everything looks okay. We just need to do this and give it that small bump. We won't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, let's make sure that they're all facing the right way. Make sure there's nothing else I did wrong here. Fine, let's connect them. Alrighty. Power, and should be good to go. Now we just need to add 2 more refineries and then we'll be at ratio. And what I'm going to try to do here is add another injection of oil, and hopefully that makes it better. And well, at the very least, hopefully it doesn't make it worse. I don't see why it would, though. Okay, what do we need for refineries? We'll make the last 2. We have everything. Amazing. I love that feature. Thank you. One. Okay, there we go. We got all the refineries that we will need. Gonna need more pipes, it looks like. Seems like we're still doing okay on water. That was one concern that I normally don't pay attention to, is making sure that we're not overdoing it on the water supply, because we can make it so we're using too much water and it can't fill the pipe as quickly as it needs to. Right, do we have iron on us? We do. We'll just make the pipes we need right here instead of walking all the way over. Right, should be good. Let's finish these off. Okay, that should be everything, and we're good to go. We'll just check down the line here, make sure that everything is going as planned. All be good. That is why we checked. I'm proud of myself. Normally I just let that be, and I would have never noticed. Not sure why we did this, but I won't question it. It's working just fine. I have no coal. Alright, see how it is. I have some rocket fuel here, or solid fuel. Alright, so while that's running, let's add Go grab this coal and bring it down. There we go. Alright, so now we have everything here that we need to just refill the thing. Train, and we shouldn't have to worry about this at all. We really need to go find more trees, more wood. Okay, let's go check on our science, our labs. I want to make sure that it's a little bit better, more healthy than before. It doesn't, but it's getting there. I guess we really should add more here. Let's do it. So before we do this, let's make sure that all these are actually working properly. Because, again, we've been known to have issues in doing that. Oh, sad day. So with the way that we have this currently set up, we can't really do it like this. Or we can't have the science being input like this because I would have liked to done this and have our science go up this way and then add to this, but we can't do that. So, if we can't do that, what is a better method? Something janky like this, you say? I see what you're talking about, and I think you're right on that. We're still low on power poles, so let's go and see if I had any in our chest down here. Because I desperately need them. Hey, Raptor. I'm doing just fine today. How are you? We've kind of refactored a lot of our base. Probably unnecessarily, but it looks a little bit better now. Got our smelting area here. We got... we cleaned it up and added our science stuff here. And all that jazz. Finally got our oil train going. And we've decided to just nix the idea of having a loop, so... that's that. Having lunch now. I probably should go to bed soon, now that I'm looking at the time. So, let's get some trees going. And so we can we're actually done crafting everything, so we can just make our power poles now. I should have some trees just hanging out somewhere. Not sure where. I'm not gonna work too hard, but Wanted to see if it was around here. Luckily, we have some trees right here to click on. Why are we doing this work? Let's let our robots help us out here. Good job, robots. All right. Now that we have power, we can add these guys. And let's see if this works. I am optimistic that it does, but I have been wrong before. Nope, that's not what I want to do. And it looks like it works. Awesome. The place is right here and it splits and it gets both sides. So that appears to be working as intended. Gonna wait for one more round, make sure that that's the case. Yep. All right. Neat. I do know that, yes. I'd like this method a little bit better. I'm not sure if it's more efficient or not, but I like this because it feels like I can regulate it a little bit easier. And if we have it daisy chain, then there's a lot of downtime based on starting at the first one and then bringing it all the way down. So I don't really like it as much. This way I can see exactly what's going on all the time. And you can regulate it based on the belt. Because when I used to do this, basically I would have a chest at the beginning of the line, and then I would put a bunch of science in there, and it would get to the point where I would have so much science that I wouldn't use it all. And I just didn't find that was a good way to do it. I'm sure certainly you could set it up in this way so you would be able to regulate it in just the same way, but I just find this easier to work with. And if I wanted to, I should have probably added more room to put more labs, but I'm okay with how this is working. I'm in no rush. Okay, we have a nice setup here, it looks like. Our petroleum's back online. Light oil has some to work with. Heavy oil is pretty much just nil, which is pretty much intended. We're getting lubricant out of it, and we're also cracking it to light oil, so that's good. It's getting a constant flow here, so even though we were running low on our stores, we're good to go. So let's see. We're pretty much out of things to research here that aren't military or purple science. And I don't care to research any of these guys. So we'll just wait on that. Let's get some purple science automated. Actually, I keep forgetting. It's late. I should probably go to bed. So we will automate purple science next time. We kind of have everything that we need. The productivity modules are here, and that's what we need for purple science. We'll also need some rails and some electric furnaces, but we pretty much have all the things that we need right here. We have our bus, we have the stone right next door, all that jazz. So we'll just have to set it up pretty much right here, and then we'll send it over with our robots. So everyone, thanks so much for watching. Much appreciated. I will see you guys next time.